Hey guys, today I'd like to show you how to play breach on Ascent. And let's start when you're attacking with Faultlines, and first one is gonna be on A. So the first fault line is gonna be right here. You should do this one at the beginning of the round if you decided that you wanna push here. What that will do is you wanna hit this corner with it so the enemies cannot really peek and try to stop you from pushing. Your enemies should push with it, and if the enemies get stunned, it should be easy kill for them. If you didn't do that one, you can do this one to hit the generator. And also it can hit heaven as well, like this. That way you will hit generator, and if there's anyone right there when you are pushing into the side, the enemies cannot peek you and you will have extra time to get more players inside. And also when it hits heaven, that will also win you some time. Another fault line is right here from tiles, and you will be hitting the short. You just will do this, and that way it works the same. If you are at the beginning of the round and you want to take mid control, this one is great so that the player who is playing short will have to push back, and it will win you some time, and your enemies can get in and even kill him if he gets stunned. If you are already on mid, there are two useful fault lines that I would recommend to you. This first one is this one. You wanna hit the market and also the left side, so that way when you are pushing more into the mid, the enemies won't peek you from here, and also if there's anyone close, he will get stunned and he will have the disadvantage. You can do literally the similar thing on the other side. You just wanna hit the right side and also the pizza box, and it will reach up to the CT. So that it will hit more spots, and if there's anyone here, they will get stunned again. If you are going B, there are two good ways how you can do it. First one is from here. You will be hitting this corner and also the market, like this. That's very simple, and once again, your teammates will push with it, and nobody cannot really push into the main and be waiting for you holding this angle. And as well, it's gonna hit the market. Usually when you get hit by it, you just go back to your spot and he won't be holding that angle anymore. You can do very similar thing right from here, but this time you will be hitting the A main as well as the spawn. And it depends on you which side of the spawn you wanna hit. You should do it just like in the middle, and it should not really matter. And if there's anyone holding here, once again you will hit this and hit this as well, so your teammates can safely push the main. Now let's take a look at the fault lines when you are defending. So the first one is right here. You can do this one and let your teammates push with it. You do this, and this whole line will get stunned. You can even combine it with some flashes, which you can do from here as well. If the enemies are pushing on A and you know that they are in this line, the best spot that you can do it from is right here. You just stand here and you line it up like this, and you can use it with your teammates to push. Also you can use your flash here immediately as well. If you are retaking A, you should do some fault lines as well, most likely the one that's gonna hit generator as well as the main right here. That one is the best one, I would say. Or if the enemies are on A, you can do these fault lines. This one anywhere on A side that you can hit it, or this one. You can either hit the lane or you can hit the side. On B you can do something very similar as you did on A. You just want to be standing right here, and then you use your fault line and hit the people who are coming in B main at the beginning of the round, and let your teammates push with it. Now let's move on to flashes. So when you are attacking on A, you can do your first flash right through this wall, and anyone peeking here will get flashed. And as you continue, you have to choose if you want to flash the left side or the right side. Depends on where the enemies play. If they play a lot in heaven, I would recommend you doing that on the right side. However, if they play in the generator right here, the left side won't flash them. So it's really up to you, and either of these walls is easily flashable. So and as well right here. So yeah, that's really simple on A, and you can even do a flash through this wall. So if your teammates would be pushing and you know that there's anyone at the tree, you can flash through this wall and the enemies will here get flashed. On mid, if you are pushing it, the best probably the spot to flash is right here, top of this gate, which usually can get anyone here blinded very easily. Or if you wanna pick short, you should hit this corner. If your team is going B, you can support them with these flashes through these walls. These walls are best for it, and it doesn't really matter where you do it, but usually try to do it higher than lower, so that way it can cover more area. And also there is this one cool flash which you can do right from here. If you are late to the push, you can at least support your team with these flashes. One is right here, and this flash will flash anyone in market through this wall, which can be super useful if there's anyone holding the op or anything. Or you can do it on the other side, on the left side of this wall, through this, and this will also flash the enemies right here and anyone who's holding maybe on stairs. If you are defending, there are very simple flashes. This one would be probably my favorite. You will just flash here and it will pop up right there, and anyone in front of here will get flashed. And you can combine it with your teammates pushing and trying to get open frags. On mid, probably the best flashes are right here or right here. It's really up to you which one you would prefer. If you are taking A, you should do the high flashes right here, and it will get the whole side easily. Or you can easily flash anyone under heaven with this flash, or you can try to hit this corner. That way you will even hit a side a little bit from here, and it will pop off right there. Lastly, flashes on B. If you are playing in market, this is a great spot for breach that can be real annoying. And if the enemy is pushed, you just simply flash yourself out. It's gonna pop above you, and that way you can get anyone who's inside. Now lastly, let's do Aftershocks. So the first one would be right here. If you are pushing inside and you know that there might be someone, you can do this, and to at least get them out of their position if they are hiding behind this corner. Or this can be great if there is an enemy Sova and you just heard him drone. You can try to do it here or either here. Those two spots would be a great bet for you. If you are pushing it inside, there can be enemies hiding in these two corners, so that way you can do this simple aftershock and get rid of these two annoying spots. They would have to push both of these. If you get deeper inside, you can do it either behind the generator or behind the green boxes. Lastly, what I like to do is one aftershock in heaven. Usually enemies won't push that because they would have to expose themselves too much. Also, if your teammates called out that there is enemy in this corner and he's stuck there, you can use your breach aftershock and do this and get them out of that spot. You can do the aftershock on each side. It really depends if the enemy is there and you want to get rid of them. Or if you are pushing, I would suggest you doing that, because this is a really annoying spot to check, and this one gets the job done pretty well. Lastly, if you are pushing from B main, you should clear the locks with like this, so that way you get rid of this annoying spot as well. You can do it on stairs or right here as well. And lastly, if the bomb is planted, those are the great spots to plant. Alongside of this wall, you can do the aftershock there or behind these green boxes, which you can use your aftershock after that as well. And anyone defusing would have to get off it or behind this box. And if the bomb is planted on A side and it is planted right in front of the generator, you can do your aftershock from here. And anyone defusing once again would have to get off it, and it can save and win you some useful time. Also, this works on these boxes and these boxes, or if it's planted alongside of the ledge right here. If you are defending with breach, this one is very useful. You can do this at the beginning round and the enemies won't push, and you can easily go into the vine area and you won't be expected there. You can use your aftershock either here if you heard the enemy sova drone. That way you can kill him very easily in this corner, or if you didn't hit him before, you can try doing it in this area like this through this corner, and it can get you free kill of the sova who is thrown in. Also, you can use your aftershock as a way to delay the enemies to push, so just simply do it like this and it can save you some time. If you are retaking A side, you can do this aftershock under A heaven. This will be super annoying for your enemies, who will have to push either very far in the back and take a lot of damage, or get out of it. Also, if the enemies are inside and they are planting, you can try doing this shock dart, and it can also once again get you some useful damage, or you can do it as I showed you a second before, which will delay the plant. If you want to take control of mid, you can try doing your shock dart either on top mid or into the tiles area, and the enemies won't peek you here and you can get closer to them without them expecting you. Usually the sova will drone right here behind this corner, hiding himself, and you can easily counter that with your aftershock into this corner. It can be super annoying for the enemies. It will also deal a lot of damage to players who are behind him. Or if you know that they are taking ARP, you can also do this right here, and you will cancel them taking the ARP. And if they will stick it, you can get the kill really for you. So yeah guys, I think that's it with Breach on Ascent. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have made it this far, leave a like and write some comments so that I know that you have finished this video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys soon. Bye!